What's good, guys? It's risinguniqueyt today, man. In this particular video, man, I'm gonna be showing y'all boys how to cut out your Myplayer in Photoshop 2021, bro. So yeah, if y'all boys enjoyed this video, make sure y'all boys smash that like button and subscribe to the channel, bro. So yeah, a lot of people have been asking me to do designing tutorials, and I finally got around to it, bro. You know, I'm trying to do good in school, make sure that my quarter, you know what I'm saying, I do good this quarter, you know what I'm saying, because I honestly been slacking last quarter, I'm not gonna lie. But hey, bro, this is a tutorial for everybody that's been struggling to make thumbnails, to learn how to cut out Myplayers, and basically I'm going to show you guys how to cut out your Myplayer. I'm going to show you guys how to add glow behind your player, and if you guys want, man, let me know any designing or editing, you know what I'm saying, video ideas I could do. But yeah, that's what you guys basically, you know what I'm saying, are going to learn today. So hope y'all boys enjoy this video. Make sure y'all boys smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new to the channel. Let's try and get 50 likes on this banger, man. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into this banger, man. Let's go.
Make his body drop, we ain't saving nothing. I thought the niggas would shoot you and you don't know. I niggas hooping and balling, I ain't talking. I wake up and start, hit the mall and get exactly what I want. And that 40 carry on me in case a nigga try to front. If you try, you gon' die, and I ain't even gotta lie. But it's fly, I'm a side, now your mama wonder why. I'm playing when niggas move, I be praying when niggas stop playing when niggas this life you wanted.
You guys seen from the intro, man, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to make better cutouts for your thumbnails and basically how to add glow behind your player. I can make this a series into like a banner series or a thumbnail series or just a graphics designing series on my channel to help out, you know, some content creators that are in need and need to learn how to use Photoshop. So like the first thing that y'all are gonna want to do is get your screenshots. Now the way you can get your screenshots is there'll be a link in the description and it'll show you guys how to get screenshots from, you know, your PS5, PS4, and basically how to transport it without an Elgato and how to transport it with an Elgato. So yeah, just watch the video in the description. You guys are gonna need to download Topaz Labs Adjust, so make sure you guys have that downloaded. I'll put a free link in the description, and make sure you guys have WinRAR downloaded as well, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, without further ado, let me show you guys what to do. All right, so you guys are gonna open Photoshop, open your thumbnail document or whatever you guys are using. So me personally, I'm just gonna use a thumbnail document, you feel me? And you guys are going to want to basically just, you know what I'm saying, open it and then go to the pen tool over here and make sure that it's set to pen tool. Don't put it on freeform pen tool, none of these pen tools, bro. Just put it on pen tool, and you guys could just press P on your keyboard if you guys really need to. And what I like to do is if I'm on like a desktop with a keyboard and mouse, I like to hold Alt and put the mouse where you want to start the cutout. I usually start the cutout at the bottom left side of the player. So right here, basically, I'll just put the cursor there, hold Alt, and then zoom in by scrolling up with the mouse wheel. Or you guys can literally just press Z on your keyboard, zoom out, hold Alt, or not Alt, sorry about that. Just click at the place that you want to actually start, and then you guys can basically move around. So move left and right by scrolling up and down and holding Control. And then if you guys want to zoom in and out, you guys can scroll down while holding Alt, or scroll inwards or up towards the subject, wherever you guys want to basically, you know what I'm saying, get your player. Alright, so just press P on your keyboard to get the pen tool, you know what I'm saying, and just make sure that you guys, what I like to do honestly is start a little bit before it, a little bit under the player, and then I like to just kind of go around it. But I don't like to make like a perfect clean cutout, because then that's just more work for me. Then I have to go back and try and fix it. So try and stay a little bit inside of the player, alright? Don't like go all the way in like that, and don't go all the way out like that to get a perfect cutout. But just try to get at least like most of the cutout without actually going outside of it. Because if you guys do, you know, do that in certain areas, that's just more time for you guys. You guys are just gonna have to go fix that eventually later. So the first thing that you guys are gonna want to do, alright, is you guys are gonna want to just basically start down here, right on the left or right side. It's all your personal preference, and just click. Alright, so say there's like a circular kind of thing. So say I was trying to cut this out and I was trying to make it a perfect curve, right? So if the curve is going towards the left, I'm going to drag up to the left, alright? And when I drag up to the left, the way for it to actually not, you know what I'm saying, do that, is to hold Alt and just click right here until you see that little caret under the pencil, and then you guys can freely just keep doing that as you know what I'm saying, to keep doing curved lines. Alright, if you guys do that and don't do curved lines, it's gonna come out like this and it's just gonna look weird. Alright, so just make sure that you guys pay attention to what I'm doing. So just start at the bottom here and just kind of work your way up to the top. Alright, so obviously mine cutout isn't gonna be perfect because I'm trying to show you guys how to do this pretty quickly, you know what I'm saying. I seen this in my recommendation for another video upload. Someone told me to basically show you guys how I cut out my Myplayer in Photoshop, or how to get better Myplayer's cutouts. So this is what I do, man. This is personally what I do. And like I said, try not to get outside of the player, you know what I'm saying, because you guys want to make sure that you guys don't make more work for yourself. Alright, now you guys can personally just go outside the player if you want, and I could show you guys an easy fix on that as well. So yeah, but you guys are just gonna want to just basically go around the player like this. Every time you do a curve, you guys are gonna want to make sure that you guys hold Alt and click the middle point, you know what I'm saying, so you could restart in another area, or you know what I'm saying, click to another point. So just like this. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. It's not rocket science, guys, I'm telling you. It's really not hard, bro. A lot of people think that it's super hard, but it's really easy. Alright, so like I said, just try and stay in between the character and try not to go outside of the character, because that's just more work for you eventually while making the thumbnail. And if you guys are like me and you like to make good thumbnails and you want to make them fast, you know what I'm saying, because what I like to do, I recommend this, is I like to record my video, and then after I record my video, I basically get the screenshots from my PS5 by saving clip of the gameplay or whatever the case may be. Get the screenshots, put them on my PC from my Elgato, or you guys can use a USB, and then I like to edit my video, make sure that it's good, make sure that I like the video, and then I like to render the video, you know what I'm saying. And then once I render the video, or while it's rendering, I like to make that thumbnail. So I want to try and get that thumbnail done before the video is done rendering, you know what I'm saying. And I want to make sure that the thumbnail and the video is also good, bro. So another tip, alright, now the hair is pretty difficult, so what I like to do is I kind of just, you know what I'm saying, I kind of just click where I see the hair the best I possibly can. Alright, it doesn't have to be perfect, because you can always go in and fix that. The hair is really easy to fix if you mess up. And if you guys do mess up and you want to just restart, so say I click over here and I mess up, just press Ctrl-Z on your keyboard. And for older versions like Photoshop 2018, Photoshop CC 2018, you're gonna have to press Ctrl-Alt-Z. But for, you know what I'm saying, 2021 and 2020, I'm pretty sure it's just Ctrl-Z. So yeah, guys, that's really what I do to make my thumbnails look so good and make my cutouts look great. And I kind of just click crazy for the hair, because I can always go in and fix that. But don't actually try while you're doing it, you know what I'm saying. Don't like click way out of the, you know what I'm saying, picture. So alright, so that looks good enough for me. Obviously, if this was an actual thumbnail, or if this was, you know, a client's, I wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying, rushing the cutout like that. But it's kind of like all about practice, you know. But by the time you do, you know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many thumbnails, after a while you start to get used to making them, right? It's gonna be a lot easier to make them. Alright, I promise you, it's gonna be so much easier to make thumbnails, bro. A lot of people think it's rocket science, a lot of people think it's hard, but I'm gonna be completely honest, bro. I'm like the best. Like, my favorite thing to do is make thumbnails, you feel me? Like, I don't really make banners like that unless I really want to make myself a new one, or a customer, you know what I'm saying, hits me up for one. Obviously I'm gonna take it because that's money in my pocket, you feel me, and I really want to help the person out. So yeah, so what I'm trying to say is make sure you guys pay close attention to details and make sure that you guys do this correct. Alright, so once you guys get done with the cutout, what you guys are going to want to do, so you started over here on the left side, went all the way up and all the way down, cut out the hair, cut out around the body, cut out over here. So once you guys get to the last point that you want to place, alright, so say it's, you know, I'm at the bottom of the shirt on the other side now, I'm just going to click over here and click to the first point I ever started. Alright, so now what that's going to do is it's just going to make this shape right here. And then what you guys are going to want to do is right click on your screen, go to make selection, you know what I'm saying, and then just click OK. Make sure feather radius is at 0. And then what I like to do, a lot of people do layer via cut, but I just like to press Control J on my keyboard, and then as you can see the cutout's by itself now, and the cutout looks perfectly fine, you know what I'm saying. I don't really have to go fix anything because like I said, I pretty much just was really careful with it, and I kind of just took my time on not going outside of the character. But if you guys really wanted to fix like these areas right here, just hold Control and click this selection box over here on your layer, and then click the clone and stamp tool, and then just kind of hold Alt and click somewhere where you guys want to duplicate the hair, just like this. And as you guys can see, it kind of goes away. It doesn't have to be perfect because like I said, it's still gonna look good no matter what, but some people like to do this to make the hair look cleaner and a lot better. Me personally, I just do it sometimes if I really don't like how I cut out the hair and I don't have time to fix it. So yeah, that's the clone and stamp tool. So as you can see, it looks a little bit better. But what you guys are gonna want to do now, alright, so once you guys get your cutout, I usually like to have it at the right side of the screen or right side of the document, and I always want to make sure that it's pretty big. Alright, it's a pretty big cutout, so that's why I kind of make sure that it's big. Alright, so the first thing that you guys are going to want to do is go to filter, camera raw filter, alright, or shift control plus A. So what you guys are going to want to do now, once this opens up, alright, don't get confused. Alright, you guys are going to want to make sure that it's on you know what I'm saying, just normally it should look like this. Alright, so what you guys are going to want to do is just bring up the contrast to about 35, around there. Bring up highlights and shadows to 15. Bring down blacks to like 35. You know what I'm saying? Texture, put that up to like 35 or around 30. Clarity, same thing. Vibrance, you're going to want to make it 3. And you're also going to want to make your saturation 3. Alright, don't oversaturate it because it's really going to look bad. Like, look at that. That looks terrible. So just do 3. And then make sure that the curve, make sure that you take one point up here. So right up here, curve it down. And then at the bottom, I always curve it up. Just a little bit. Not too crazy though, because then it's going to look cruised. You know what I'm saying? So then just click OK. Once you guys do that, it's going to make your play look so much better. And then you guys are going to want to go to, what I like to do sometimes is I like to double click on the player. Go to bevel and emboss. And then I like to have these settings as my settings. Alright, and it just kind of gives it like a 3D look. So this is the difference right here. And you guys can adjust the size or whatever, but 1 is perfect. Alright, size 1 is perfect. Then just click OK. Then go to filter, Topaz Labs, Topaz Adjust 5, and then make sure that you have this set to vibrant collection. And this is what you guys are gonna need to download. Just look up Topaz Adjust 5 download. Alright, free download for Photoshop. Alright, and then just make sure to select it as vibrant collection. Scroll down until you see crisp, and then just don't touch anything over here, and then just click OK. So now as you can see, it's gonna make your play look even better, and it just kind of makes it look more defined and just a lot better overall. So what I like to do also, alright, is I like to make the background a little bit bigger sometimes. Go to filter, camera raw it again, you know what I'm saying, just follow the same exact steps. So just make this like this, basic, contrast, highlights, you know what I'm saying. Obviously I'll take more time on it. Alright, so boom, like that. Alright, and then go to filter, Topaz Adjust, make sure it's on vibrant collection, select crisp, click OK. And what I like to do is go to filter, blur, lens blur, and then these are my settings. I have it on shape hexagon and the radius 13, and everything else is 0 besides threshold, which is 255, and then the distribution is uniform. And as you can see, it looks a lot better. And what I like to do is I like to press Control U on the background, lower the saturation to -100. Or no, sorry about that. Click colorize, alright? And whatever color you guys want, you know what I'm saying, the glow to be. So I technically go for like, if the shirt was yellow, if the shirt's yellow and there's a little bit of red in there, I would kind of go for red because I don't want too much yellow showing, you know what I mean? But if it's all yellow, then just do like blue, or like, you could do yellow or like a goldish color. It's all personal preference, you know what I'm saying? So just hit colorize, change the hue to red, put the saturation up all the way, and then put the lightness all the way down to like -80. Alright, now you guys are thinking like, oh my god, this looks terrible. So what you guys are going to want to do once you guys get this, alright, is you guys are going to want to make a new layer. So just click this icon right here, and then just select your brush tool, alright. Now what you guys are going to want to do is you guys are going to want to use your bracket keys on your keyboard, and that just makes the brush bigger. Or you guys can hold Alt and hold the right mouse click, and then just basically you can make the hardness at 100, or you can drag to the side from left to right to make the diameter bigger or make the brush bigger. So I'm gonna make the brush about 300 pixels, and the hardness is gonna be at 0. Alright, and then I'm gonna make sure I have my color selected, so the background that I chose is red, right? And I'm actually gonna make it a little bit bigger. Alright, so I'm gonna make it about 400, maybe even a little bit bigger. I'm gonna make like a big spot behind the player, alright, just like that, a couple times, and then I'm gonna end up making it smaller and just kind of going around the player like this. Alright, this is personally what I do. Alright, this is personally what I do, and I make it smaller as I go. So like around the arm area, I try to make it a little bit smaller so that it's not like so big and it's like this, you know what I mean, it's not too intense. So I kind of just do it like that as I go, you know what I'm saying. And then for the hair, I make it a little bit bigger, you know what I'm saying, go like this, just like this, bro. This is what I do personally. I know you guys are thinking like that's way too much red. That's why you just make another layer above it and just change the color from red to white, or just press X on your keyboard. It'll change to other colors. As you can see, it's like toggling the different colors. So I just want to show you guys that. So just do that, and then you're gonna change to white, and you're gonna make it a little bit smaller than the red, and then just kind of click around like this. Alright, this is what I do, and I also make it smaller as I go, like I said before, because the white is kind of more intense. So that's what I do, alright, and I'm going to show you guys how to make it look way better. This isn't the finished product, alright. This is definitely not the finished product. So once you guys get the white laid down, alright, once you guys get the white laid down everywhere around your player, like I did, and the red laid down, and you make it look good, alright, what you guys are going to want to do is you guys are going to want to put the blend mode for the white on screen, like that. And then just lower the opacity to like 40 or 45, around there. Alright, I'm gonna do 45 because that looks good to me. And then what I like to do is I like to create like lighting on the player. So as you can see, it's behind you. So you know, if there's like a light behind you, there's gonna be light going onto your shirt and stuff like that, and it's gonna reflect onto you. So you're gonna just make a new layer above your player layer, and then you're gonna basically select that layer, hold Alt, and then just click the click basically in between the layers, and it's gonna create a clipping mask. Or you guys can just right click and just select create clipping mask, and then you guys are gonna want to just select red, and you're gonna make it like a lighter tone red, and just choose your brush, and then just kind of do the same thing you kind of did, right? You're going to want to basically reflect it like I am right now, right? And then you're going to choose the blend mode, linear dodge add, alright? Now you're going to choose that because it looks so much good. It looks really good, alright? And then you're just going to lower the opacity a good amount. And then I like to add my shadows and highlight too. So just make another layer above that, make it a clipping mask. And then just choose white, put your highlights on the top of his head like I am, And just lower the opacity a good amount to like 20. You know what I'm saying? And then you guys can add your shadows. So just make another layer above that. Clipping mask. And change the color from white to black. And then just make your shadows down towards the bottom. And a little bit towards the top. And then just turn the opacity down. And make the blend mode soft light. Or you guys could do overlay. It's all personal preference. For the highlights, you could do overlay. And sometimes people like to higher the opacity of the black, but it's all personal preference. And then what I like to do is make another layer above those, and then just choose that red again, and just make the brush zoom out, make the brush like a decent size. So I would say this is good, and then just kind of place a light under your player, and then just put it on. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. I would say linear dodge add, and then just lower the opacity. Alright, and then what I like to do is I like to create shadows on the corners, kind of like a vignette, and that just brings out the character more, like this. Alright, so just choose black, make another layer, and then just kind of go around the player like this. Alright, and it's gonna make the player pop out more. So just lower the opacity to like 20, 25, something like that. Alright, so that's what I do. That's how I make glow on my player. If you guys want a full like banner or thumbnail tutorial, let me know in the comment section down below. But let me know what you guys think about this thumbnail. Let me know what you guys think about this type of video. I appreciate the recent support lately, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.